Right, welcome back. Last time we started once again handling some bureaucratic reforms. I believe it was over. No, it wasn't. It was term of office. Yes, went ahead and upgraded that in order to reduce corruption in general. Although I'm currently saving up points because, well, admin tech. Plus, I also want to get reform both taxation, indirect taxation, and military organization. Indirect taxation, yeah, man. Strange. Extended levies doesn't have the military org in green. Oh well. But that will be next year, so. Till then, yeah. Oh, things are going haywire with Austria invading the Emperor Bohemia. And there's a big blob to the east. Very big blob, the Golden Horde. That has, well, a good portion of Russia now. Novgorod is almost gone, for example. Muscovy isn't here anymore, and Tver split in half. Yeah, things aren't going too well. Right. Then we have the next two texts, View Criticism and Drums and Fifes. Right, with View Criticism I get a slightly better stability and may support rebels. Drums and Fifes reduce land attrition. Well, land attrition minus 5%, land morale plus 0.07, cavalry shock plus 0.2. Right, I should be able to get something. So let's see here. Bureaucratic expansion expires next year. The influential bureaucrats expires soonish, but I don't really need it at the moment. I can just go ahead and start up reform. After that, I'm probably going to need to start cozying up the nobles again because they're not going to like this. It's going to reduce their gravity, which is a direct reduction to their power. It also means I get better army tradition and army professionalism, but that's really it. More importantly, it also unlocks the enlistment option. Right. I can also afford that too. So let's do both of them at the same time. 40 loyalty. 10 Republican tradition to stability. Further reforms. Oh, I can do this too? This quickly. Sure, why not? Okay, let's just do that. Whew. Okay, so this is going to be difficult to get out of. It's going to take plenty of time. I'm going to have to promote the interests of the aristocrats in order to get them back on my side again. Jeez. 40 loyalty. But this means I can start finally building up a military without having to worry about other things like, I don't know, peasants. Well, reforming peasant law. Lowering welfare. So, let's go to the tax code and let's set it to 3 for now. 3 investment. Hasn't delegated anything. Ah, we'll see. We'll see. Ah, so we're still recruiting. Yep, we've got... Well... Looking at the manpower number up there, I can say we probably have about 1,340 manpower in total. Force limit's still 1, but we're getting there. The thing is that population used for combat purposes, I guess, can't be used for labor, so that has to be watched carefully. Plus, it's annoying that some of them are urbanites. I'd much rather have peasants because they're less useful economically. But yeah. Thankfully, recruitment costs are relatively temporary. It's training that's important, but they are getting trained, the military. Eventually, though, there will be enough to upgrade the modifier here because we've got spotty training only. It will get better, don't you worry. So professionalism is slowly going up. I believe I can actually reform my military. Yes, I can. I can go to regional garrisons because I've got rank 3 in both. Because I had the brilliant idea of doing it at the same time. Though I will almost certainly show that. I won't necessarily show this. Big things happen, that's when I show them. I probably should pay things in full in order to ensure that we get full training. Well, in general, it doesn't cost that much. I don't have anything better to do than actually drill the army, so... Alright. This won't actually get me any army tradition, however, well, any army professionalism or tradition, but it does reduce the rate of decay, which is good because, well, I only have one source of army tradition. And that stuff is actually pretty useful. Fire and shock damage, for example. Anyway. Let's actually continue on. Oh, before I forget, right, there are multiple things that I need to do. First off, let's restart the crane. We're not going to keep that stability because I'm also going to be expanding the bureaucracy again, because I have to have more manpower. There's also promoting and supporting commerce. And opposing populist reform, because why not? I can take it. My unrest isn't that bad just yet. Yeah, the only negative effect right now is, well, there's two negative effects, stability and populist prosecution. It's still, I think, negative 12 or so. Less power investment. Could just be that we've basically recruited everything. Maximum citizen service. Maximum conscription, yeah. Looks like we've already gotten everything that we can for the moment from the province. So, how much do we have? 3,000, jeez. Wow, okay. I can get 2k troops. Well, that's going to be insanely expensive to maintain, and... yeah, my money can barely handle it. Okay, so, and I can't actually handle that much money. That much cost, I mean. That's not good. I could probably get some more money, but it's not going to be easy. Among other things, my low stability is also not helping matters. And my low tradition means that, yeah, we're having issues with autonomy again. There's nothing I can do about that, at least not at the moment. And any attempt at reform is probably not going to go well anytime soon. Right, let's do the influential aristocrats. Wait until the 13th. There we go. Okay, that expired. I don't think it's a good idea to try reforms at the moment. I'm too unstable. I need to regain stability. Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be best to stick with manual delegation. Because I do not need this many troops. I want just enough manpower to keep together. On the other hand, how much of that is... Okay, recruitment is far more expensive than training. Okay, so there's a citizens' militia that it consists of 30 people. Yeah, they're not helping much. I don't know why I even have citizen service active. The National Army is expensive. Oh, wow, that is far more expensive than I had hoped. Yep. What's a combination of raised regiment maintenance, which is at 43.43 per month. Multiply that by 12 in order to get the actual value. And then there's another 9 per year, which is almost the entirety of the realm expenses. Almost the entirety. There's some of that is just, yeah. Wow, okay, that's bad. That's a lot of money. Thankfully, my tax income should increase somewhat, but thanks to lowering corruption, improving state reach, better taxation in general. Though if I really want better taxes, I need to do these reforms at some point. But I'd have to wait until 1470 for that. And this will probably increase my provincial corruption, because why wouldn't it? Then it's only a good idea to reform if I have enough stability to handle it. I'm not even sure if I can actually get to 0 stability. I almost certainly can't get to 1 unless I stop expanding state reach, at least for a little bit. Because the effect of doing 2 reforms at once... Where is it? Ah, it's over here. Plus 80% to stability increase interval. Yeah, this is bad. I think that outpaces every single idea that I have that improves stability. Let's see, I already have 25% from ideas that I can see quickly. Minus 25% to stability increase interval. I honestly have no idea how the resting point system for stability works. I do know it's a resting point system, though. Just about everything here is a resting point system. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Yeah, okay. And why would there any be... Okay, so there's something here, too. So, minus 35%. Yeah, full grain provision is 30%. Okay. So, 60. Oh, look, 10 abuse. That has no effect. Okay, so 40 minus 40%. Oh, right, then. I probably should do the nobles. Yeah, promote the aristocratic faction, make the nobles happier. She also does a minus 5%. So, yeah, stability is doing rather poorly. Though again, I do not know how the system really works, how much is worth how much. I'm nigh certain that 10% is not enough to get to a... what was it? Okay. 10% is not enough to do that, to get up 1. Still. Okay, so current stability has plus 20, so plus 51.2, plus 25.6, plus 3.2, plus 1.6, plus 0.04. Yeah. I get the feeling that as soon as the resting point hits 0, there's no change in stability. As soon as stability increase interval hits 0. And of course, resting point system and whatnot. So I guess minus 30% leads to a 2.5% increase approximate. Oh wait, no, no. Well, I wonder if that's before or after. The effect of the aristocrats being promoted. That I don't know. But it's good to have an army, though it is saddening to say that I'm not going to be able to... I'm going to have to approximately double my population size if I want to get something that can actually feasibly compete against Bremen Werden. Well, unless they do some sort of manpower reform and suddenly lose all their manpower. I have no idea how to tell. Power... Oh wow, they're loyal. The loyalty of the nobles in this province is at 13. And their power is at 91%. This is why they have no manpower. They burned it all the loyalty of the nobles, very recently. So the military is now absurdly weak. Of course, this does not necessarily mean that their allies are weak. On the other hand, Lubeck has literally no military. Or if they don't have an active military, they do have 1,000 manpower reserves. Yeah, I can support another. So it might be smart to do pikemen, but cavalry is powerful, but cavalry to infantry ratio is something I have to pay attention to. The two shock is extremely powerful to work with. However, they become extremely weak as soon as the infantry take damage. So I'm going to have to, so the thing is going to have to wait a bit. So why are they sitting over here? Is there... Oh. I guess just because they could. Craven, deceitful. Craven, morale enemies minus 10%. Discipline minus 1%. Although I believe their training is far, far more efficient than mine. Yeah, oh, there's an overview up here. They're reliant on a feudal levy. They have, from this province alone, 1,000 manpower already. Peasant levy, noble knights. Scale levels at 70, about 80%-ish. So if we look at a different province, we can see different numbers. Literally no one here, but very skilled. Good to see, good to see. Almost another 1,000, extremely well-skilled, well-trained. Another 1,000, well-trained. Yet another 1,000, so they really should have more manpower. Oh wait, they have at least 2k in the reserve, but less than 3k in total. Yeah. Could be they have like 2.9k manpower in the reserve in the total value, because it's also reduced by the amount of manpower that you use in the military currently. Right, let's get a pikeman. Oh, and I'm currently drilling the army with a general because I've got nothing better to do with my military. I could lower raised regiment maintenance, but this also reduces training. And a well-trained military is important. It has a lot of side effects. My current training level means I get minus 2% morale, minus 1% discipline, minus 4% fort defense, minus 1% morale recovery, minus 2% siege ability, minus 1% movement speed, and only plus 0.8% yearly, well, plus 0.8% yearly armor tradition. Professionalism. Ah. But yeah, the military is slowly becoming more and more professional. And I'm certainly gaining more than is required. Thanks to the fact that I've also, now with, well, I've also managed to get this because, yeah, I upgraded both military organization and military service at the same time, which allows me to get that next rank, which means easier manpower. Well, manpower that's no longer based upon welfare. So I can also do peasantry reform, which will weaken the gentry by getting them less money, etc. They're already getting a lot of money. That's honestly troubling, because the more money they get, the more powerful they become. Yeah, they're slowly gaining more power. It's something I would like to avoid them having too much. Though thankfully provincial corruption is going down, and my tactics will become more and more powerful as state reach increases. That, or they cost less. And either one would be fine, because I need the points. So I could... yeah, I could upgrade this now. Right, trade range plus 50 enables a heck of a lot of ship types. I could probably upgrade this one. 10 ducats, nah, I'd rather save that. But yeah, we're getting along with the well-trained military. It will take time, but we'll get there eventually. The only annoying thing is that well, this is probably the best opportunity I'm going to get in a while, but I'm still not ready. I'm half hoping that, sheesh, 97 loyalty. Aren't you going to use that on something? That they're friends. Oh, jeez, look at that power. That is terrifying. That's slated to become 100% power for the nobles. God, I do not want to touch that province. Except perhaps to free it from its burden. Aristocratic burden. I can see why Lubeck doesn't have much of a military. They've naturally annoyed the nobility. That, and they did the exact same thing I did, apparently. Well, supposedly did the exact same thing. If I look here, we've got volunteers, citizen service, and levies, all at high. Which leads me to believe that there's more here than meets the eye. Oh yeah, 34 loyalty nobles. Right, that can do it for you. Oh, and 67% corruption. Wow. I think they're expanding state reach without also doing reforms. Proper reforms, anyway. Either way, yeah. I mean, it's the AI. They can't 100% be trusted to do the correct thing every time. Though, as a matter of fact, neither can I. But yeah, I've gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye. We might even go to war for once. So long as my balance doesn't break.